These things might work for you, these things might not. I used to be like, what the fuck? What's all that about cleansing your energy? Like I thought that was like a bad thing. What's all this crystal things and whatever? I tried it out. I'm very open minded and I suggest you do the same too. Yeah, I heard about it and saw these things, but I like to do my own research and I like to see what's up. And of course, those bad things. People talk so much shit about that and like say it's all bad, this and that. But then you see those good things and you see the people online and like, you just see how like they just seem so happy, peaceful and calm. And I was like, you know what? Doesn't hurt to fucking try. So I gave it a shot. You just then get into it and you forget about all these things. At that time, I was really trying to change my habits. It was during that time where I was quitting drinking and doing drugs. I needed to do something else. I tried out new things, I tried out that and I was like, hey, like, it feels good, like I'm very into vibes. I wouldn't pay attention to them, but like I got this feeling and I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna fight it because we take those things like, oh, if we feel some type of way, it's like, it might be a bad thing. We automatically feel like it's bad and we just think negative, but it's like, hey, maybe it's my intuition telling me yes, like go for it, try it out. And I tried it out and it worked. Crystals helped me a lot, honestly. I have a crystal on right now, my bracelets. If you guys haven't checked them out, go check them out, listed in my Etsy shop. I'll leave the link down below. I have some rose quartz in there. This is a carnelian. I have some carnelians on there as well. I went to the store, right? I was just going with the intention of seeing what's up, learning about it more, whatever. And I ended up getting some crystals. I did more research and like I got books and I learned about the chakras. Not everything works for everybody. I did what the book was like, oh, like place these specific crystals on these chakras and stuff like that. Meditate, cleanse your chakras. And I was like, it just really helped more with cleansing and with connecting with myself, manifesting, meditating and all that good stuff. And I was like, well, because you guys, crystals come from earth. They hold so much power, so much magic, and so much good energy. They really help transmute negative energy into positive energy. Will help you with your chakras. I just felt this connection with them. Crystals really helped me become positive. If I felt some type of way, I would get a crystal, start saying, the positive affirmations, then it brings out the powers of the crystal. But of course, you have to cleanse them too and all that good stuff. It's not just like getting in, okay, there, you're going to get the good vibes. No, like you have to cleanse them. I started to just attract positive vibes. And everything slowly, like everything negative, slowly started to leave my life. I didn't fight it. If me and a friend got distant, got first to think about it, hey, like, maybe what happened, this and that, but we just grew apart and it naturally happens. It's not like you have to argue with a friend. They did something to you or you thinking, oh, did I do something to them? No, people just naturally grow apart. And that's where you're like, hey, you have different beliefs now. You grew. They're not part of your path. They just probably weren't really your peeps. They were at a certain point. You thought, they were, but now it's time to, you meet new people. You meet people that really align with your energy and your vibes. You have to then maintain that. You don't want to go back with old friends, old situations, old habits or anything like that. But, and it's just all the little things. What are you watching? What TV shows are you watching? Just drama. You're just going to be entertained by drama. And like if some drama happens in real life, you're going to be entertained by it. You're just going to think it's funny when it's like, that's not okay. Then you might talk drama. You might be into drama, get stunk into some drama. You don't want that. I don't watch the news. The news literally just tells you what they want to tell you. They just kind of make you live in fear. And it's like, I'm not trying to live in fear. I don't give a fuck what you guys are doing, what the government's planning. All this shit, like, no, I don't care. I'm not going to be entertained by that when I gotta focus on me. I don't need to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? They just want to scare you. They want you to live in fear, where the anxiety comes in. I'm very in control of my emotions, so it's like now I could probably watch shows, but you guys, I just can't watch shows or like do movies because I literally just stick to like the same old classic Disney movies. I can't just sit there and like watch that the whole time. I feel like I could be doing something else with my time. I don't want to invest my time into that, I get it. I get the point of the movie. Like, they literally, it's like they want you to think some type of way. They're trying to like program you, especially with TV shows, the news, especially like I said, like with growing up and watching princess movies, you're like, oh, the princess finds her prince, like that's love. You think it's cute and all, but they don't tell you about self-love. You're just going to be then worried about that. Like, you need to find your prince. That's what, like, even now, I just don't like to do shows. I want to invest my time into me. I really take into consideration my alone time. I've always kind of been alone, but I didn't know what to do with that time. I feared too, oh, I might be alone my whole life. Nobody loves me. Don't feel confident about yourself and you're just worried about others, about pleasing others so they could be with you so you're not alone, or just trying trying to be likable. That's where you're like faking to be somebody. Be alone. You'll become your own best friend. You'll love yourself so much. The boundaries will come. Your standards will go high, and that's cool. That's fine. You have those standards to protect your peace, to protect your energy, to protect yourself. You won't take any of this BS anymore, baby. Like, honestly. But, and also another major thing, you guys, I wanted to talk about a little bit is honestly your diet, dude. Like, you need to have a healthy diet. Stop eating all this crap, all this junk food, because you're just going to feel like junk, honestly. You have all these issues and you're like wondering what it is when it's mainly a lot of what you're consuming. All these foods are horrible for you. Horrible. There's all this fast food, all these chips, all these candies and stuff like that. It's not good for you. It doesn't give you that nutrition that you truly need. That's just negative energy, and it's blocking that positive energy from flowing. It's blocking you from connecting with your soul, with your true self. You won't feel your intuition, you know? Like, once I started eating healthy, I just felt so positive. It just felt like my body was so grateful and like it felt good and it felt like light, you know? And obviously, because you're not bloated anymore, you don't, after a meal, it's like you don't feel heavy. You know, I used to think, oh, you know, they're like, have breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Have your eggs, some bread, you know, bacon, whatever, this and that. But dude, that's horrible for you. And what do you feel after that? I would feel like heavy, like I didn't want to do anything anymore. I had tummy issues, and after I started eating healthy, after I changed my diet, I didn't have tummy issues anymore. You just eat all that bad energy and it sticks inside of you. Like all the meats and stuff, that's literally where disease come from. So, no, let me tell you guys a story. So one day, Eduardo was cooking a salchicha. I don't know what kind it was. He was like cooking it in a pan with some oil. He eats meat. He says I'm weird or whatever for not eating meat and stuff like that. But I'm like, well, you know what you believe, so I believe, whatever. I try to tell him, but he just doesn't listen. I'm like, you know what? I can't help you. You gotta help out yourself at the end of the day. He said it. He was like, dude, it sounds like a screaming pig. And I was like, it does, right? I'm like, because that's how the pigs sound when they're killing them so brutally. The way that they're living in these places, like, it literally did sound like it. And I'm like, see, it's still there. That energy is there. His energy, a bunch of fucking pigs' energy, because they be mixing that shit, especially in salchichas. It's like you don't even know what the fuck is in there. That energy, it's still there. It's in that thing. You're gonna eat that. Like, just imagine those pigs screaming inside your body. Like, that energy, you're consuming it and it stays inside of you. Isn't that crazy? And I was like, dude, like,